Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. I don't know if I'm going to remember how to do a podcast by myself. Normally, I would have it recorded, but I legit do a lot of stuff live, and that's the format I want to go with for most of the part. Yes, I will have recorded stuff here and there, but most of the time I will just go live. For the most part. Like I said, I'm rocking. Now, let me look at something here. Okay, that is not it. What am I trying to find here? I don't know what I'm trying to find. Okay. So why is it not showing my messages all the way? This is weird. Oh my gosh. Okay, this has been a complete, and I mean this, complete disaster of a 2 minutes and 30 seconds. See, Felix, I can't do the podcast without you. I crumble. Nah, Felix, unfortunately, he went to a concert recently. I don't know if it was last night or the day before, night before, whatnot. He lost his voice and everything. So, we're rocking solo. I said it on X. I'll say it here. I really, really hope he does feel better very soon. And, you know, I was debating on either doing it tomorrow and seeing if his voice better, but if it's not, then, you know, I wasted a day for something that's going to take longer to recover from. So, but episode 71, if you're watching on demand or live, please hit that like button for me. Greatly appreciate it. If you very much do, you don't have to, but just helps out on the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I do podcasts like this now. Normally it will be with my co-host Felix, but not feeling well. With his voice, I should say. So, apologize for the dog. I don't know what the dog's doing, but normally the dogs are pretty good when I go live and stuff like that, especially with a podcast. But nonetheless, we got a good amount of stuff to talk about. Aftermath of WrestleMania 40. What does Backlash look like? I think we got our answer for a good part of it. Damian Priest is facing main event Jey Uso. I'll talk about that. Next week, we got a rematch of LA Knight. Yeah. Versus AJ Styles. Winner of that will face Cody Rhodes at Backlash. And I believe it will be the phenomenal one. I believe it will be AJ Styles beating LA Knight. So, I have to get my snack in. If I don't, I'll be in a mood for after this podcast and everything. But let's talk about the main title. The main title I've got on this podcast. CM Punk, Jack Perry, AEW, all in footage and everything. I know it's been a couple of days, but I'm going to give you my opinion on everything and say what I want to say and all that. I do not know what Jack Perry said to CM Punk that triggered him just like that. Quick of a snap. It's like, whatever he said, you messed up. Now look, the way CM Punk described what happened, even before this footage came out, was on Errol Arani's show, MMA Hour, with one of the best interviews I've ever seen. Punk laid everything out that he could. Don't know what you guys think about it, but the way CM Punk described what happened with Jack Perry and then lunging or whatever, Tony Khan fearing for his life, was very accurate from CM Punk's what CM Punk said. Very much. I know this is a couple days old. Like I said, I said that. Welcome to the stream, Scarlett. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Don't know what you guys think. I mean, I do believe Punk had very bad taste of what he did. Obviously, everyone is in the wrong here. But the main person to blame, if you like it or don't like it, and I know Tony Khan's probably a good person, but him as a boss is what you should be blamed on this part. If that is what CM Punk got fired for, officially, and everything, I don't know what to say about that. The only thing I can say is I've seen worse stuff happen when I played football. When I played high school football, which, I mean, I'm getting older now, yes, but I'm not that old. But when I played high school football, I seen a lot more stuff as worse as that. Like fights. Like people getting into fights at practice. I seen worse. So, I don't know. I've seen worse fights on the football field than that. I really thought CM Punk had thrown a punch, took this man down, and then choked him out. Like he was back in the UFC ring, but against a wrestler that is like him, Jack Perry. Jack, you know what? I'll give him all the props went to this. At the New Japan show, Riots in the Windy City, whatever it was called, he came out, had riot policemen with him or something, and had a jacket that said, "Cry me a river." So even with this footage coming out and everything, Jack Perry still played it off. Hey, kudos to him. I love CM Punk. I love me some CM Punk as well. I really do. I think I respect him more for this situation. And it's just because he literally said what he did on the podcast. And I can respect someone that is being honest. So, that's one thing I can do. Now I have to mention this. AEW, specifically Tony Khan, got all the money in the world. Tony Khan has all the money in the world. At the end of the day, it don't matter if you got all the money in the world when it comes to a business like this, like AEW. Because the show they put on, and look, I didn't even have to watch all of it. The show they put on was absolutely garbage. Even, what's it called? One of Tony Khan's favorite website that does ratings for shows, matches, or shows, cage match or something like that, literally rated it the worst AEW Dynamite in the company's history. I do understand Will Ospreay's promo to Triple H, basically, but I didn't like how he said grinding on the boss's daughter. Oh, I'm sorry, but at that time, you look at Stephanie and everything, and how old was she? I don't know. Look at Stephanie and everything, right? How is that an insult that he was grinding on the boss's daughter? Let's be honest. Prayers out to Jack Perry for that vicious beatdown by CM Punk. Tony Khan rightfully feared for his life. Like I said, I've been on the football field, American football, right? I've been on a football field and I've seen worse fights than that. Give me a break. You love Cody Rhodes? I love Cody Rhodes too. Hey, Cody Rhodes, I don't care what people say. Cody Rhodes is the babyface champion that we need. We'll see how his run goes, but starting off against either LA Knight or AJ Styles, probably AJ Styles, not bad. What is bad is Rebel Death with those damn theme songs. They need to be canceled somehow, some way. Can we get Mr. Johnson? Mr. Johnson, that used to do theme songs. Can we get him back? Do you play football? I did play football in high school. Yes, I did. But that's where it ended. I didn't get to college and play football there, so I played through high school. I am from India. I greatly appreciate you coming in. I honestly, and I say this a lot, and some low-key, minus the United States, my audience, the biggest audience percentage I have is India. And I hope I'm saying that right. I am so bad with pronouncing stuff wrong. But thank you for coming in. We got 5 people in here. please hit that like button for me. Greatly appreciate it. Share this live stream out if you can. If you got Facebook or X, Twitter, it definitely helps overall. If Rebel changes Cody's theme song, which there's just certain people's theme songs that just are not going to be changed. That's just not going to happen. But hitting that like button definitely helps just the live stream overall. And if you want to help me out, hit that subscribe button. Greatly appreciate you. I don't know what the time is in India right now. I'm guessing it's sometime night time, I'm guessing. Not sure. J. Shahram. Okay, well, I do not know what that really means. I'm going to be honest. I'm not even trying to be. But, yes, we have seen bigger fights. Hello, man. Welcome to the stream, man. Greatly appreciate you for coming in. Bro, I have seen bigger fights when I'm out shopping than that. I think everybody has. And I'm thinking to myself, before this footage is being shown, I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know what AEW is thinking here, but it's not going to help them out. Brother, I do not think I have a favorite wrestler at the moment. I don't have a favorite wrestler at the moment. I really don't. I will say, I hope the allegations go by and hopefully he's not part of it, or I don't know. But Brock Lesnar has been my favorite for a long time. So Brock Lesnar is one of my key favorites and everything. But that name does not need to be really heard right now unless everything clears up and he's good to go. So Brock Lesnar would be one because I liked his first run of the younger Brock. So, but I hope everyone's having a great Saturday evening, night, wherever you may be, whatever time it is. It is Sunday evening, 12:38 right now. The Uncle Howdy stuff, we can talk about that right now since you brought it up. And then we'll go back to the AEW stuff because I don't think I'm done with that all the way. Uncle Howdy tease. More teases of Uncle Howdy and everything. Braun Strowman could, but I see Braun being by himself. Could he be with Uncle Howdy, a.k.a. Bo Dallas, the brother of Wyndham Bray Wyatt? Yeah, I could see it. I see Alexa being in that group no matter what, yes. But I think they are still going to come out with the Wyatt Six, and I don't know how they want to do it, but if they give Bo Taylor, his real name, Taylor Runtunga, if they give Taylor, which is Bo Dallas, all freedom and they work with him with creative and whatever he wants to do, it is going to be something special. So, yeah, Brock Lesnar, WWE King. He was at one point. I'm not big into music, but if you're talking about theme songs, if we're talking about theme songs, and just don't pay attention to me, I gotta get a bite here. I gotta get a bite. If we're talking about theme songs, yes, Triple H, Beautiful Mind. Thank God that old hack Vince McMahon is gone. Because if he wasn't, we wouldn't be enjoying WWE as much as we are at the moment. My favorite theme song, Bobby Roode's Glorious, is in the top 3 no matter what. Cody Rhodes' Kingdom is up there in the top 3. I don't know what would be my number 3 though. I know what I would do. I have Bobby Roode, I have Cody Rhodes, and I have the Judgment Day. I love the Judgment Day's theme song, dog. I love it. I can tell you right now, if they change that theme song, I'm trying to remember that. I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember much of Mr. Perfect's son. Well, Mr. Axel. Don't remember much of it. But let me go back to AEW real quick, and then we can go into some more news as we are 21 minutes in. If me and Felix was doing this podcast, I can tell you right now, this would be a long, long podcast. Yes, Rhea Ripley's is good. Damien's is pretty good. It looks like it's changed a little bit, but it sounds still good. So, AEW and Tony Khan did a big mistake of doing this footage. And I think everyone knows it, and they're just trying to go past it. Talking about the footage, Kenny Omega, he is out currently, as you know, as he has diverticulitis. I don't think I said that right. But it's what Brock Lesnar had when he was in the UFC, and he literally had to stop fighting. And I think he had to have surgery to take something out. I have no idea what it is all the way, but it can make you die and everything. Excuse me. So, he actually talked about the Brawl, the Scrum, and a little of Punk. As you know, Kenny Omega is an EVP of AEW, but he has not had any responsibilities or anything for a while or decision making. He just lets it play out and lets Tony Khan and whoever is the writing team do it. So he hasn't thrown his 2 cents in, unlike the Bucks probably. That's for another time. But he talked about the Brawl. That would be cool, I guess, to an extent. Or if it was like WCW, it'd be ironic because it's on the same broadcasting. I would say this, if it ever gets to a point where that happens, because it could be a big possibility that it happens in the future sometime. Could happen. Yeah, I agree with that, but eventually at some point, he's just got to look at the mirror and be like, you know what, I failed. I mean, maybe he's too big of a person to say something like that. Or not too big, but doesn't want to say that. But, I will say this. If that ever does happen, I would want AEW to be still on TBS or TNT, and yeah, we could have a little, oh, have someone from WWE go over to AEW, maybe some here and there, and have a unique thing, and have AEW people come to WWE. You could still separate them to a degree, minus we don't need CM Punk in the Bucks. The Bucks they would probably go back on the indie scene because they can't deal with CM Punk because they didn't want to make money. I mean, look at the Drew McIntyre and CM Punk stuff. They're making money out of it. They're making money out of it. AEW didn't want to make money out of Punk, FTR, Young Bucks, and Omega. And I'm starting to think it's not Kenny Omega's fault. He sounds like he would have worked with CM Punk after all that happened. What Kenny Omega said about the Brawl, he made sure that Punk's dog Larry was out of the way. That was the first main priority because he's very big on pets, which I am too, and most other people are. So, Man United just conceded. Well, Hungry Parter. What are we talking about? But Man U being conceded sucks. But let's not act like we're surprised. Oh wow. 1.8. I did 600. I was going to be generous. But Kenny Omega talked about the all-out brawl and all that, and said at the end of the day, he reached out to Punk after all that. I don't know when. Reached out to it and reached out to Punk and with a little agreement. So like I guess with the triple power bomb of timeouts. Yeah, shield style, I guess. But this is good to hear from Kenny Omega to talk about that. So it just makes me think in the future, if Omega wanted to do one last run and somehow, he went to WWE, I mean, I think most everybody would like to see Omega in WWE. I think it would make sense, too. I mean, you got so many matches you could do there. But, this is good on Kenny Omega's part because he mutually said, hey, we were both in the wrong. Both sides were wrong. You're not going to hear that from the Young Bucks or anyone until later on in the future when it's way, way too late. It's already too late. So, but hopefully AEW has figured out how stupid they were to even do this footage, and it didn't help them at all. It just helped CM Punk. Someone that ain't even in the company. Talking about AEW and that awful show, did anyone, and I know everyone saw it because it was all over X, what was Mercedes Moné doing when she got attacked after? What was she doing after she got attacked? What was that? And I know Josh hits us with the jail, with the horny jail and everything when we send these, stuff like this. If anyone downloaded and saved that video of Mercedes Moné and everything, they need to be in jail for not just that jail, but I mean jail, maybe. Because you are down bad. Wow, you were down bad if you saved that. But why was she making sounds like that? When I saw someone say, "What is she doing?" and I'm like, I didn't see it or anything. I clicked onto it and I was like, and I heard, and I had my volume loud and I turned it down. I was like, well, I can't hear it. So I went somewhere else. I was like, I'm not about to have someone say, "Oh, what are you watching over there?" I didn't want to chance it. I don't chance it with social media, with anything. So I turned it up and I'm like, am I watching pro wrestling or am I watching, I'm not even going to say the word, but you guys know. Am I watching something, a scene, adult scene? Let's just put it like that. Am I watching an adult scene of someone doing a sound like they are doing an adult scene right in front of me? Or am I watching wrestling? What? I don't know. But Mercedes, man, she had the people going on X, I guess. Especially some nerds that are probably single and everything and probably will be single for a while. I'm on one right now, but I don't know. Where's our truth? I don't know if that's PG. No, it definitely wasn't PG, but I don't know. I don't know. But Mercedes, she's a wild one. I can tell she's wild in the bed if she's doing that on national television. No, I'm just kidding. I would never truly say that on purpose, but that makes you think a little bit. Like, if she can do that on the spot on national television live, okay, get your mind out of the gutter. Mine too. Jon Moxley. Congratulations to Jon Moxley. He is the first ever person to win the WWE Championship, the AEW Championship, and the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Championship. Congrats to Jon Moxley. First one to ever do that. So that's a pretty cool thing for old Moxley. Do I wish he came back to WWE? Yeah. Especially in this era. But he's not going to. Not at this moment. The last thing I will talk about the AEW and all that stuff, Will Ospreay with the promo. Like, dog, I get when he talking about the grind and everything because Triple H was talking about Will Ospreay. He might not said Will's name, but he was talking about him. But, like I said earlier, how is that a dig for him being with the boss's daughter, which was Stephanie at the time? And look at Stephanie then, look at her now. How is that a dig on Triple H? On Paul Levesque? Because since we're using real names nowadays, I do like that about WWE. They're bringing realism. Their real names into it. Not all the time, but when it's something big, they're bringing their real names into it. My, oh my. How the times have changed. How the times have changed. But for the better. For the absolute better. I love that realism. Talking about Stephanie. Stephanie, she's not returned all the way, but if you do if not two and Stephanie comes out and everything, and you do something like that, you're definitely returning sometime soon back to the company. Can't wait for her to return. A lot of people love, for her to return. I hope she does, because I think the morale would be even more. Paul Heyman's Hall of Fame speech. I know this is a week and a half ago, but this is the first time I'm talking about it on the channel. My God, what emojis is going on? 100 birthday emojis. Bless. Whose birthday is it? No, I'm just kidding. Paul Heyman's speech was maybe one of the best Hall of Fame speeches. Probably the best Hall of Fame speech I've ever heard. That's all I'm going to talk about. If you have not listened to Paul Heyman's Hall of Fame speech, you need to do that right now. Yeah, they have changed a little bit. But oh well. It's just how it is. Seth Rollins. He was the Shield for the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And Becky Lynch, with a fever and everything, put on a hell of a match with Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. They are both taking time off. I believe it's like 4 to 6 weeks they're going to be off. Seth is to recover his knee, and I guess Becky's just going to do her book and all that, and, do stuff like that, and just relax. Spend time with their kid. So, yeah, Seth sacrificed the World Heavyweight Championship. But it doesn't matter at what degree. Drew McIntyre wanted to shove it all in CM Punk's face, and Phil Brooks wasn't going to take it. We know Phil Brooks wasn't going to take that. But well-deserved time off for Seth and Becky, and can't wait to see them back. Hook. AEW's Hook. His contract will be coming up in the near future, and he will be looking at free agency everywhere. Okay. I don't think we're really talking about overseas football, but okay. This is kind of a podcast for mostly wrestling, but I don't have Felix in here to talk about football, so Hook is looking into free agency and everything. Oh, okay, let me view it. It said, what? Oh, now it works. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. It says, what the F, Ronaldo better, or batter, whatever. I don't know. But Hook is looking into everything, so I would love to see Hook develop a little bit more, and NXT would be a great spot for him. So, the Celtic Warrior, the Brawling Brute, Sheamus. Yeah, no, Hook is not ready for main roster with WWE. No, NXT for 6 months to a year. Get him down pat and get him ready for the fan. I think it would work out. That is your true wrestler right there. We don't need to see Gable Stevenson. That trash can. And whatever he does outside of this that he's been accused of. Let me not get into that. But Sheamus, back this Monday. Can't wait for the Celtic Warrior to be back. Sheamus, all he does is put on bangers. See what banger he puts on first of a match when he comes back. Can't wait to see Sheamus back. Sheamus, boy, he's just one of those. He reminds me of Randy Orton. He's just consistent, man, with his matches. However the matches goes along, he's just so consistent. WWE will be doing smaller sets for bigger crowds. If the tickets demand it, they will do smaller sets for the crowd. You saw it in Philadelphia for Monday night, and which I think they had like 20,000. Dude, the run WWE is on right now is the most insane that we've seen it. That we've watched it with our own eyes. They're on a crazy run. And I do like smaller sets as well. Because if you got more of a crowd and you're going to try to sell more tickets, forget the set. Forget the set that night. Not every city is going to be over 12,000. Some of them is going to be 8, 9, 10. Or 8 or 9, under 10. So, yeah, they do. So, I like they're going to do smaller sets if the tickets demand it with bigger crowds and everything. So, yeah, I did too, but I mean, it just feels more real when you have little stuff like that. Triple H knows it. He gets it. And look, I don't like bringing up AEW when it comes to this. Yeah. But Triple H, yes, he blames AEW for NXT failing, but it was Vince McMahon. Because of Vince McMahon, Triple H in all of his power is trying to make WWE the best it can very well be. And everything, right? How about that? Off the top of the cell, off the elimination chamber, off the steel cage, every cell off of it. And then I did a patented Shane McMahon elbow through the table on him. Yes. And didn't get none of the flames on me. It didn't get any burnt or anything. Somehow. Okay. But I only did that because I just don't want to deal with it. It's not like he's going to be back tomorrow or the next day or something like that. Very well could be. I might have to block him if I do a video. Nonetheless, yeah, they're just killing it. So, I don't know what I was actually saying beforehand. Oh. But this has went better than what I thought, at least, without Felix. Of course, I would love Felix here, but his voice, I completely understand it. Oh, okay, AEW, yes. Triple H, in all of his power, wanted to make WWE the best. And therefore, he blames AEW because NXT went south for a little bit because of Vince, but he's going to blame it on Tony Khan and them. And I truly believe Triple H does not like Tony Khan at all. I truly believe that. So, Triple H is going, I'm telling you, a lot of people was enjoying AEW because of how bad WWE was. Now that WWE is good, it's like, oh, AEW, it's like, I'm just saying. But that's here nonetheless. Behind the curtain, delayed. I don't know when it's supposed to be out. I have not seen that. Hopefully sometime this weekend, maybe tomorrow. I would like to see it because it gives more of a, and I know I've said this multiple times, more of a realism with the product. Behind the scenes of, oh, they pivot, this and that. And yes, they obviously did. Obviously. And then when they heard Triple H was back in charge and everything, for the first time, they're like, oh my gosh. Then Vince came back, and then Vince is completely gone. He has the remaining of his shares available for sale for WWE. And after that, he is completely, and I mean completely, gone from WWE, TKO, off everything, with shares, everything. Praise God. But I know I talk bad about AEW when it comes to certain stuff, but it's just because they do it to themselves. So, the last few things that I want to talk about before I talk about WrestleMania all the way and the aftermath and everything like that. News on The Rock and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. It came out, and Dave Meltzer has been very, very off with a lot of reports, so take it with a very grain of salt, even though he knows his stuff for the most part. But recently, last couple of months, it's been a little bad. But Rock and Cody, supposedly Rock wants to do it at WrestleMania 41. I don't understand this. Rock, Cody, SummerSlam, to me, would be the perfect idea. You're going to need a main event with Cody. Just saying. And then you can, and this is going to line into the two things, the rest of the things I'm going to talk about before WrestleMania and everything, the aftermath. Tama Tonga debuted on SmackDown. Basically, Solo Sikoa is taking the Tribal Chief's spot for right now. And probably for the near future. And everything. And the crowd in Detroit, it's a very smart crowd. But they cheered Tonga for attacking Jimmy Uso. Now, Jimmy probably going to be out for a while. I think this is going to lead up. Lead up. I don't know if Rock's going to get involved, but I think they're going to have war games with Rock, Solo, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu. Those four. You're going to have Roman, Jimmy, and Jay will reunite. So you're going to have them. And honestly, you can throw in either Sammy for a feel-good moment to come back with the Bloodline one last time, or the guy that beat Roman, Cody Rhodes. Depends what they have them doing at Survivor Series or where they're at. But that is the direction I would go. I know that's in November and we are here in April. In close to mid-April. But that seems like a very good planned out idea. I don't know if The Rock would want to do War Games. But if you want to be in for the long haul, Dwayne, this is it right here, man. This is it right here. This Bloodline stuff has reunited and re-fired the Bloodline storyline till we're like, okay, what the hell are they going to do now? Solo's taking over. So, I mean, Paul Heyman looks scared to death that we're going to get a different Solo Sikoa that we haven't gotten. And that's something that I love. Finally. Could very well be. I think it makes more sense for Sami Zayn to be in the thing. It makes more sense for Sami Zayn to be in it than Cody, for my opinion, because the story there. But Cody with the story with The Rock makes more sense in that aspect. So you can go either way. But I'm very excited to see where it goes and everything. And we'll see. We shall see. All right, let's talk about the aftermath and more of WrestleMania. I have not rewatched WrestleMania all the way. Now, I will eventually in the next couple of weeks. But I have not watched WrestleMania all the way over. I have watched Seth versus Drew. I have watched night 2 a little bit more than night 1 easily. I haven't rewatched night 1 yet. I watched Seth and Drew, and then with the cash in, and I've watched the street fight over again. So, what I will say is the street fight in star rating for me is not far away from Drew and Seth. Drew and Seth was good for the 10 little minutes they had it, but we knew what it was. It was for Seth was beaten down, so. But I'll have to rewatch it, so I'm not going to say all the way, but the aftermath of it is pretty unique. You had a fatal 4-way. It's a 5-star for me. Snoop Dogg. I might have to rewatch that match again. When I watched it, it was late, and I was over here probably like half asleep, so I'm going to have to rewatch that match again. Just to hear Snoop Dogg's commentary. But the aftermath. And I think you guys will agree with me when I say this. Jey Uso, great character. Good tag team wrestler. He needs to change up his moveset if he's going to do the single stuff. He got to change it up, dog. We can't have super kick, spear, super kick, spear. Oh, here's a splash, Uso splash. Whatever he's calling it. It's the Uso splash. We don't need those 3 main moves and then Samoan drop. Those are the 4 big moves. I'm not mad about the spear, honestly. I'm really not too mad about the spear. Does it look great? No. Does it look bad? No. It's just like in the middle. The moveset has got to change up. That match with Gunther, for the Intercontinental Championship that Jimmy screwed him out of, he need to go back to that. That was a good match. Jay really needs to have more of a moveset. And I really hope this match against Damian Priest at Backlash is good. Because Damian Priest, the man deserves the title reign. Great moment and everything. Don't know how long his reign is going to be. But Damian Priest is a good wrestler, guys. Damian Priest is a hell of a wrestler. And he deserves that first title defense to be good. And if it's not, I will tell you about it. Cause look, I'm on fence with Jay. His moveset is very questionable. I'm not going to say that, but I feel like my moveset, if I went out there, I could have the same moveset or even more. That's just how I feel. I know that's ironic for me to say when I haven't done it, but dog, the moveset from a fan's aspect, that moveset got to change. Hush! I had to. Getting on my nerves, doing that little bark. Moveset got to change. I'm hoping the match against Priest is good. But I'm expecting Damian to win clean here. I don't think anyone's going to show up or anything. Yeah, Finn Balor, amazing wrestler. Could be the one that gets Priest's World Championship off of him. I don't know. Eventually, I don't know. I guess we're going to see. Even though CM Punk, I don't think is cleared, him and Drew McIntyre's little rivalry still going on. Punk cost him again. Good. I like that. Punk's one of those people, he's not going to forget. You've been on social media talking about me. Guess what? I just screwed you out of the World Heavyweight Championship and an opportunity to try to get it back. Good. I like that. Even though he's not fully cleared, he's still disrupting Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre is going to go off on CM Punk when he is fully back. Can't wait for it. And I hope Drew signs and gets a new contract. Exactly. One of the guys can't even fight. Oh, but that's how good Triple H is doing stuff, man, and his team. And like I said earlier, I think it will be AJ Styles beating LA Knight next week, and I think we get Styles Rhodes at Backlash for the WWE Championship. Hey Nelson, welcome to the stream. Greatly appreciate it. You guys are enjoying this, please hit that like button. We're almost an hour in. We don't have much more left. If it was me and Felix, we would have probably went 2 hours easily. But hit that like button for me. It helps out. Subscribe button as well. If you're trying to listen to another or new channel, I'm the person. Thank you so much. My content just goes everywhere. I have gaming. I do podcasts like this, just stuff overall. And the pay-per-view, oh my God, the PLE reviews are going to be back. It's not just because I did Mania and that's it. No. How are you? I am doing very fantastic. I got off work this morning. I have not went to bed yet. I got off at 6 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. Got home around a little after 7 or something. So I've been up, 7 hours since then? I haven't taken a nap. if I take a nap, I'm going to go to bed for a while. So I might just wait tonight to pass out. But I hope you're doing well and everything. They're going to build Uncle Howdy and all that up with teasers. But I'm thinking, how long can you do teasers before, like, okay, dude, please just show it's Uncle Howdy and everything. Bro, Rakesh from India. Welcome to the stream. India, we have another person from India tuning in. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Worldwide. Forget Titus Worldwide. TK Worldwide. Okay, that I'm not ever doing that again. Yeah, maybe, but I don't see that happening. If LA Knight was a heel, I wouldn't see Uncle Howdy. I don't think so. Why from bro? I don't. Oh, message retracted. Probably typed something in that wasn't. Oh, where am I from? The United States, obviously, but to be Pacific, whatever. I live in Tennessee. I'm not going to say what part, but I live in Tennessee. But I think everyone enjoyed WrestleMania to most of the degree. Night 2, the ending, is so much better. The country, it's from the United States. I just said the United States. Does better announcement than Samantha. Oh, I don't know if I do better than Samantha Irvin. Samantha is on a new level. On a different level. Levels above people. See what I did there? Okay. But yeah, I'm from the United States. I said that. And I'm from the state of Tennessee. You know, there is 50 states in the United States. I don't know. I don't know where you lost me now. But nah, Samantha Irvin, United States of America. Yep. That's me, United States of America. But we just say the USA. You know, USA's a lot easier to say. Us people in the States, we don't like to use big words, okay? I'm just saying. Samantha Irvin, I don't think anyone could beat her. She is my favorite of all time. And that's hard to say, right? Got so many good people that's been announcers and everything. But Samantha Irvin is my favorite announcer of all time. And I hope they never get rid of her. If she wants to stay as long as she wants, I hope she does. She's my favorite of all time. Yeah, it probably took her a while, but she is my favorite of all time. But I feel like they're going to rename the tag team championships because Raw, SmackDown tag team champions just sounds so dumb at this point. So they're probably going to call them like World Tag Team Champions and then WWE Tag Team Champions. Woohoo! Big difference, just like they used to. So they're going to do that. I deeply, deeply, deeply hope that these women's tag team titles eventually just get out. Get out. Get out, please. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Okay, Yusuf, I don't know about that. WWE Undisputed Universal Double Tag Team Wrestling Champions. What a mouthful. That's a mouthful right there. And I want a mid-card champion for the women. They got plenty of women. We don't need tag team championships for the women. Mid-card championship? Yes. But guys, I have been going for a while by myself with you lovely people that have been here for almost 70 plus minutes. And I thank you guys so much. I don't think I've done a podcast this long by myself, so thank you guys for making it very good. Because without you guys watching it, liking it, and everything like that, and helping me out, this podcast doesn't go this long. It doesn't. So I want to greatly appreciate y'all for just coming in, interacting, and everything like that. The last thing I want to say, and it's a big announcement, and I might do a video on it or talk about it later. The last thing I want to say on this podcast before I do my outro. TKW Universe Mode in WWE 2K24 is going to be back. And what does that say? Next Friday. Next Friday. It's clobbering time. I don't know how dumb I looked right there, but my universe mode will be back next Friday. What in the... That's funny. That's a funny emote right there. Universe mode will be back next Friday. I think I will be live with it. My first episode will be live. And yes, it is to the road to WrestleMania. It's 7 shows out or 6 shows out from WrestleMania. But for it being the first episode in Universe Mode for WWE 2K24 for TKW, I gotta have a championship match. I don't know who's going to be the champion that's defending the belt, but there will be a championship match. Don't know what it is, but it's going to be a good one. So I hope you guys... No, I'm just kidding. Shit, what the hell? To our tribal chief. Our tribal chief. Omos. Okay, look. We will never speak about this or talk about this ever again. Alright, you guys know what to do. If you're watching on demand, watching live, and you haven't hit that like button, what are you doing? Please do that. Please. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for doing it, lovely people. Hit that subscribe button. Yep, that's when you know I'm ready to... I could take a nap and I would be asleep for a while, but I gotta stay up. And I'll be able to. Hit that subscribe button. close to 480. We might be at 480 if people have subscribed throughout this stream. I haven't checked, but I will check after this, after it gets done. Thank you guys for a lovely 70 minutes of your time. And until next time, until episode 72 and whatever else I have on the channel, because you just never know when I'm going to go live or put up a video. I'll see you guys then, and guess what? All you lovely people on the TK show that's watching, have a good one and acknowledge me. Okay, that's it. Yep.